All right, back to talk here about this amazing KR Proton. And joining us again here, we have Paul Tracy. And first of all, Paul, every time you go to start it, is it the same smile on your face that you had here yesterday?
Oh, well, it's all a concern because these things are classic bikes, are old, 25 years old crankcases. So I'm always worried about leaks and carry on. You know, they take a lot of love, these things, but they're very special. And this particular one, Chris Wilson's bike from the UK, we're very privileged to have it here. And Chris has got the faith and a few Kiwis to look after it for him. I think it's very special.
All right, as we saw, it had the opportunity to go out as well on the track yesterday, but hey, for the two-stroke era, which you were proud to be part of as well, this is where our memories can live on. It's almost like you want a recording of that. We can turn it into our alarm clock every morning we wake up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I lived in the life of two-strokes. We won 4 World Championships, 3 with Wayne and 1 with John Kaczynski. That was pretty special. And that was the days of YZRs and against Mick Doohan and Gardner and all those boys. It was a lot of fun. These things it's great to restore them too and to have them ridden by professional riders. And today he's going to go out and do it on the long track as well. So I'll be interesting to see. I'm not quite sure on the gearing, but it'll be interesting to see what sort of speed we can get to on the back straight.
All right, well, we knew at the time those dominant Grand Prix bikes were 4-cylinders. Why the 3-cylinders?
3-cylinder had a weight advantage, so we were able to. I think the limit was for 4s was 130 or 125 kilos. This was 115 kilos, so it's quite a lot lighter. And we thought that we could probably maintain a better lap time, particularly with the tyres that were around at that stage.
Okay. Yeah.
And Kenny wanted to build his own bike, and we weren't able to build a 4 because there was an intellectual property problem with Yamaha, so we couldn't be seen to just copy. So we had, okay, well, let's build a 3. And the rest is history, and here it is. I mean, as I said yesterday, it's a shame. It was probably a couple of years late, but it's certainly it qualified fastest at Phillip Island, and we're very proud of that. And just so pleased to have someone like Aaron here riding it. I think it's very special.
All right, how many others like it in the world?
There's another one in South Africa, but it has the same problem with the ECU. It had a problem with the ECU where it doesn't drive the exhaust valve. And so Chris sent it to me in New Zealand, and we actually grafted a V8 supercar ignition onto it. So it's not, well, it being Kiwis, I think there's still a bit of a Kiwi ingenuity. Yeah. So we're able to come up with a really clever solution. It's great.
All right, hey, can this one stay around for Motorfest, hopefully to run later this year as well?
Interesting enough, I was talking to Chris this morning. I think I've still got a little bit of problem with it. It still leaks a little bit of water internally, so it might have to stay here till Motorfest, I would suggest.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a good idea?
Exactly. No, it'd be rude to send it back, wouldn't it?
Oh, we can't send it back, unless it's absolutely right. So I think it should stay around here for a little bit longer.
Yeah, here indeed. All right, any other stories to tell about this era of bikes that you could reflect on for us? Because, hey, we all loved it at the time. And having Richard Scott here yesterday was cool, because a lot of people, still don't perhaps understand Richard, and you're one to explain it. You were around on the scene. Here's a little kid that came from Whanganui. He brought up on the streets of Cemetery Circuit. That's the first time his name was really broadcast out there. I think only won 1 production title in all his time as well, but then hit the world. And he was a world-class rider in our Grand Prix as we knew them in those days.
Oh, absolutely. He rode for Team Roberts on YZR 500s. I mean, you probably remember, Neil, Scotty, we bought a 3-cylinder Honda here twice. And he broke the lap record round Whanganui, which stood for a long time, actually. Yep. That was a beautiful 3-cylinder, quite similar to this in lots of ways. Same one as Freddie Spencer rode. But we went on, he ran a European Championship race, and then we went into the first Grand Prix was in Jerez in Spain. Kiwi boys on tour. And we finished 10th, I think, in that race in the first Grand Prix that we went to. So that was pretty impressive for a couple of lads working out the back of a van. All right,
hey, less of the talking, let's fire it up, eh?
Yeah, looking forward to seeing Aaron on it.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Of course, he's had to do the change. He's going to hopefully put the leathers on, and we'll get the bike. Oh, here he is. He's got it, and as you'll see, the tyre warmers are on it. So, well done, folks. Now, please understand, this is not a replica. This is a real thing. Owned in the UK. Still been in the country for over 12 months. Brought out here for Motorfest last year. Hopefully, have been at Motorfest last weekend, but that's history. But more importantly, Motorfest is still scheduled for this year. We've not got a date, but more importantly, we'll have the event back, and that's going to be great news. So more details to find out. And here's Aaron, fresh from that beautiful Honda Civic R, and now to come out here on a real Grand Prix bike. So as he goes past, hopefully, folks, at some stage you can give him a round of applause or a pat on the back. So how good is that? I've just had the privilege of being in the back of this beautiful Honda Civic R, and to have seen the way that Aaron drives is an absolute highlight. He's got the biggest smile on his face, folks, as he just flies it into the corner and pitches it from one side to the other. I'll quickly, while Aaron's out there for a lap, so you can watch Aaron, but I'm going to catch up here with Mick. Right, thank you, Mick, indeed. Beautiful. And thanks to Honda Cars for the use of this as our medical vehicle. NZSBK 2021 had the privilege of being in the back of that. Look at those Brembo brakes, folks, to give you an idea. They are huge Italian quality. Look at the size of this. I'm still feeling the heat come off there from those 2 awesome laps that Aaron took us for out there. A beautiful car from a great company, proud to be supporting New Zealand Superbike road racing, as we have an ear out at the moment for Aaron Slight, who's out there on the Team KR supported Proton. This is the Team Roberts bike, folks. Go and check it out.
Do you know where can we film my water?